as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets.
So here's Ka'imi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Quickly to the air is Wilson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, Wilson going to change things up here.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now they'll change things up. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cook.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Wilson. Down there, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken... Only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
He is brought down at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 35. 3rd and 1, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 35 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Thank you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out to his left. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, They're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37. Play action. Now Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Now Wilson on first down.
Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
One more time.
Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Wilson steps away.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it.
There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Wilson will throw again.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 3 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 55 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Wilson shakes off the sack. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 7.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Stroud and company going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
and both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. A solid stiff arm, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Left side, Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Cook is is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Now Stroud.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Wilson's pass complete to Breece Hall. It's a gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
What's going on, guys? What is it? I can't believe what I watched.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Stroud looks to throw. This one left side caught by Collins.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw it, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Pierce now up the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Going for it with Pierce. Down the numbers. There he goes. There he goes again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Texans 42, Jets 28.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Jets have got it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8 yards to go. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third down, Dalvin Cook runs through the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
for me, made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on.